A very good morning to all of you children. So today, let's revise on the topic that is singular and plural noun number. We have two more exercises left. Let's complete that exercises too during this session, and let's do a short revision on the chapter that is singular and plural noun number. Let's move on to it. Okay. So before we move on to it, let me ask you all, let's first be thorough with all the rules what we have learned. Okay, then we'll move on to the exercises part. So are you all ready? Yes. Have you gone through the rules, children? So during the weekends, children, that is on Saturday and Sunday, please go through the rules very well. Okay. So, and on Monday, we'll conduct a class test. So we are in the chapter singular and plural. We know a noun can refer to one or more than one person, animal, place, or thing. So a noun that refers to one person, place, animal, or thing is called a singular noun. Okay? A noun that names one person, animal, place, or thing is called a singular noun. And a noun that refer to, a boy. These are the examples: flower, house. Okay, so all are singular. A noun that names more than one person, animal, place, or thing is called a plural noun. Okay, so noun that refers to one is called as a singular noun. Noun that refers to more than one is called as plural noun. Okay, so when we change from singular into plural, boys, there are more than one, so we call them as boys. Flowers, houses. Okay, if it's more than one. So when we change from singular into plural, we have to follow certain rules. We can't write as singular. So noun can be singular and plural. If it is one, we call them as singular. If it is more than one, we call them as plural. So when we change from singular into plural noun, children, we have certain rules to follow. So let's move on to the rules first. The first rule is just adding s at the end of the word to make them into plural form. Is that clear? The first rule is that, all of you please do learn it. The first rule is a simple rule: add yes at the end of the word to make them plural. Is that clear? Adding s at the end of the singular form to make them into plural form. So boy, boys, dog, dogs, cart, carts, chair, chairs, pen, pens, doll, dolls. So the first rule is so simple: just add yes at the end of the word to make them plural. Clear? The first rule is all clear? Clear to all of you? So for this first rule is applicable for most of the words. But for some words, this rule is not applicable. Second rule is that, so we have to follow certain rules to change the singular into plural form. There are certain words that ends with ch. All of you please do learn during the revision. Ch, sh, o, s, double s, and x. What we have to do? We have to add es at the end of the word to make them into plural. Clear? So I'm going to repeat this once more. Words that ends in, or words that end in yes, ch, sh, o, double s, and x, what we have to do? We form the plural by adding es at the end of the words. Okay? We form plural by adding es at the end of these words. So the second rule, I hope it's very clear to all of you. The first rule is just adding s at the end of the word. Just please do check whether the words end in ch, sh, o, s, double s, and x. If is that so, what we have to do? Add es at the end of those words. So I hope the two rules are very clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the third rule. Before we move on to the third rule, just look at few examples of those words. CH, ostrich, ostriches. Okay, dish, dishes. Fox, foxes. Mango, mangoes. Bus, buses. And even with two S, that is class, CLASS. So what do? We add ES at the end of the word. Okay, so the second rule is over. Now let's move on to the third rule. Third and the fourth rule is similar. That is, words ending in Y. If the words end in Y, what we have to do? Just check the word preceded by the Y. Preceded means the letter before the Y. The letter before the Y. If it is a consonant, drop the Y and add IES to it. If it is preceded by a consonant, all of you please do learn it thoroughly. Y, all the words ending in Y. There are two rules for it. Just check the letter before the Y. If it is a consonant, we know that there are 21 consonants in English alphabet. So just check whether there are 21 consonants. If it is a consonant, what we have to do? Drop the Y and add IES to it. Okay, such words are. Just look at the examples. City. Just check the word, the letter before the Y, it is a consonant. T is a consonant. So what we have to do? Drop the Y off there and add IES to it. So cities. Similarly, country, countries. So the three rules are thorough. Now let's move on to the fourth rule is that similarly, there are some words that also ends with Y, but just check the letter before the Y. If it is a vowel, we know that there are 5 letters in English alphabet. That is A, E, I, O, U. If it is a vowel, what we have to do? What we have to do, just add yes at the end of the word. So we know it is A, E, I, O, U. So if the letter before the Y, if it is a vowel, what we have to do? Just add yes at the end of the word. For example, boys. Okay, toys, valleys. So see a monkey, monkeys, donkey, donkeys, valley, valleys, key, keys, boy, boys. So the 4 rules are clear to all of you. The first 4 rules are clear to all of you. Are you thorough? Is that clear? First rule is just adding S. Second rule is just check whether the words end in CH, SH, S, double S, O, and W, O and X. Okay, X. So what we have to do? Just add ES at the end of the words. Okay. Third rule is Y. Just check the word, the letter before the Y. If it is a consonant, drop the Y and add IES to it. If it is a vowel, add S at the end of the word. So 4 rules are thorough with. Now let's move on to the 5th rule. 5th rule, all of you please learn it well. I wanted all of you to listen very, very carefully. Please keep the book open, your workbook. This rule is not there in your workbook, but I've sent it in the group. Please have a look at it. Okay. So this rule is that, but this rule, questions are asked in your workbook. Okay. So related to this rule, the questions are there in your workbook. So if the words end in F or FE, what we have to do, how do we form the plurals? We form the plurals by changing F or FE into VES. Clear? If the words ends in F or FE, how do we form the plurals? We change the F or FE into VES. Okay, change it into VES. For example, wife, wives, leaf, leaves. Clear? Leaf, leaves. This ends in F. So what we have to do, change F into VES. Please do learn it up, all of you. If it ends in F or FE, what we have to do? Change F or FE into VES. All of you, please do repeat it. If the words end in F or FE, change the words, that is, change the words from FE, F or FE into VES. That is calf, calves. Knife, knives. Thief, thieves. Wife, wives. Wolf, wolves. Okay, wolf. How do we pronounce this word? Wolves. Wife, wives. Thief, thieves. Knife, knives. Calf, calves. Have you understood, all of you? This rule is very important. Okay, just check whether the words end in F or FE. It is very quite easy to remember. What we have to do, change F or FE into VES. Okay, change F or FE into VES. Please do learn up the rules by heart. Change F or FE into VES. Now, for certain words, this rule, we do not follow the rule, even though it ends in F or FE. For those words are, just remember these words. These words are given in your workbook. That is exceptional rule. Chef. What's the plural form for chef? It is chefs. Okay, even though it ends with F, we don't add VS to it. So there are certain words which is, rule is, we do not follow the same rule. Even for the word roof. ROOF. So what is the plural form for roof? It is roofs. Chief. Chiefs. Clear? Okay, so the fifth rule is very clear to all of you. Okay, just recall the rule. F or FE means what we have to do, change F or FE into VES. But not all the words follow this rule. There are certain words, even though it ends with F or FE, we have to add yes at the end of the word. Similarly, like why. Okay, just add yes at the end of the word. Now, let's move on to the next rule. Next rule is, please do learn up these words very well. There are some nouns have the same form in singular and plural. Which are those words? Learn up these words very well. There are three words which do have the same form in singular and plural. Those words are sheep, fish, deer. Which are those words, children? Come on, tell me. Which are those words have the same form in singular and plural? Have the same form in singular and plural. Please do repeat after me. Sheep. Sheep.
Sheep.
Sheep. What's the plural form for sheep? It is for singular and plural have the same form. Okay, have the same form in singular and plural. Those words are sheep,
Sheep.
sheep, fish. What is deer?
Yes. Deer.
Deer.
Deers. Deers.
Don't say deers, it's wrong.
Fish. Fish.
Fish, fish. So I have taught you only three words. Singular and plural have the same form. Which are those words? Sheep, sheep. Come on, tell me. Sheep,
Sheep. Sheep.
fish, deer, deer.
Deer. Deer.
Okay, please learn it.
Fish. Fish.
So there are three words. I'm not moving on to more words as such. There are quite few words are there, but let's learn three words. There are some nouns have the same form in singular and plural. Those words are sheep, fish, deer. Okay, they don't the same form. For singular and the plural, they have the same form. Okay, now that rule is over. Sixth rule is over. Now let's move on to the seventh rule. What is the seventh rule here? What's the seventh rule? A few singular nouns form the plural by changing the inside vowel or vowels. Okay, how do they form their plurals? By changing the inside vowel. How do they change the plurals, children? By changing the inside vowels. Which are those words? Man, men. Okay, they change the inside vowels in order to change from singular into plural. Man, men. Man, men. You're not repeating it. Are you all repeating? Tooth, teeth. Tooth form from singular into plural by changing the inner vowels. Tooth, teeth. Okay, ox, oxen. Mouse, mice. Woman, women. Foot, feet. Child, children. Learn this up well. So we saw a few words. Those words, the nouns which do not change in plural form we saw. Those words are sheep, deer, and fish. Okay, those are the three words. Now, the inner vowels may change as they change from singular into plural. Those words are man, men, tooth, teeth. Okay, ox, oxen, mouse, mice, woman, women, foot, feet, child, children. Please learn up these words thoroughly. Okay, what is the plural form for ox? It is oxen. Mouse, what's the plural form? Mice. Woman, women. Foot, feet. Child, children. So, two more rules are there. Which are those rules? There are some nouns which have only plural form. Which are those words? These are the four words. It is clearly given in your workbook too. Trousers, spectacles, jeans, and scissors. These words only have their plural form. Okay, the questions will be asked based on it. Okay, so which have only their plural form are trousers, spectacles, jeans, scissors. Repeat after me. Trousers, spectacles, jeans, scissors. Now, there are some nouns which have only their singular form. Those words are furniture, news, information. Furniture, news, information. So, are you all thorough with the rules? Are you all thorough with the rules, children? Okay. Just go through the rules very well. It is clearly given in your workbook, and also I have sent the notes there. Please go through it. I don't want you to copy it down into your workbook, but see that you learn it up thoroughly. Okay. Now let's move on to the exercise that we have to do. Okay. So we have completed with this exercise. I'll be sending you the answer key. Don't get worried. But let's finish during the session. So have you finished with this exercise, children? Please do check it. Have you completed? I hope we have completed with this. Have you completed this exercise? Put a thumbs up, children. If it's so, please do open your workbook. Please don't check all these. Worksheet 22. It's from an old book I've taken. So just check whether we have completed this exercise and this exercise. If it's so, put a thumbs up. Now, let's move on to the next exercise and next page number. Have you completed with this? If it's so, please put a thumbs up. Have you completed this? I hope so. It's completed. We have to do this, I think. So. Yes, you can speak to me. According to me, I hope.
Yes.
Have you completed the whole page?
No. Yes.
Have you completed it?
Only the and only the first exercise.
Only the first exercise. That's what.
Not completed.
Okay then. Okay then.
It's not completed.
Yes, I'm aware of it. So we have completed till here. Now let's move on to the next exercise.
Completed.
This exercise have you completed?
I have completed it.
Completed.
This exercise have you completed?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
But even
Yes, ma'am.
it's okay, it's okay. We'll be doing it. Don't worry.
Not full.
Okay, then we'll be doing it. Don't worry. So
Do full.
I'll start with Abba. Abba, come on. Yes, okay. If you're finished, it's okay. Children, if you're finished, it's good.
Ma'am.
Please. Okay, we'll be doing it now. Yes, Abba, come on. Do it fast, quickly. Read the sentence. The first sentence, the dash of the tree.
Branch of trees are laden
Laden.
with fruits.
Okay, so branch. So what we have to do there? It ends with.
It ends.
Come on, fast. We have. Yes, we have to finish 3 exercises. Are there?
Branches.
Branches. Very good. So what's the spelling of branches? Come on, tell me the spelling.
R-A-N.
CH. It ends with CH. So what we have to do, Abba? What we have to do to make them into plural, to make this word into plural?
We need to use
The second rule. What is the second rule there? Add
E-S.
Yes, very good. Branches. Very good, Abba. Good attempt. Okay. So branches of the tree are laden with fruit. Very good. Esther, come on, Esther. Read it quickly, okay, children. The baby fox. Come on, Esther.
Yes, ma'am.
Read it.
The baby dash fox playing in the sun.
Okay, the baby dash fox were playing in the sun. So fox, it ends with X. So what is the plural form for fox? Foxes, what's the spelling?
F-O-X-E-N.
Very good. Now Ayush, come on, Ayush. Come on, do the next one. My aunt.
My aunt gave me a pen,
Paint box and
paint
some.
box and some brushes.
Yes, brushes. So what's the spelling of brushes?
Brushes.
Very good, very good. Agnes, Agnes, very good. Ayush.
Yes.
Yes, right. Agnes, come on, unmute it and read the next question, the 4th question. Come on, unmute it, please. Yes, read it after unmuting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, read the question quickly.
The
bus-
dash bus are dash bus are
Waiting.
waiting to pick up the children.
So bus, what's the plural
Bus.
form for bus?
Bus.
Bus, what's the plural form for bus? It ends with S. So what we have to do? Add ES at the end of the word to make the word into plural. Okay. So please go through only through practice we can do it. Emmanuel, are you there? Yes, come on, do the 5th question. 5th question. Come on, read the question quickly, children. Come on, Emmanuel. Read the question. Yes, read the question. I like
Dash very much. I like orange very much.
oranges. So what we have to do? We have to just add yes at the end of the word. Okay. So Ivan, come on, do the next word, Ivan.
Is already there.
E is already there. So we have to add just S at the end of the word. So I like oranges very much. Okay. So Ivan, come on, Ivan. Do the next one. All the
dress in the shop were too small for me.
Okay, it ends with 2 S's. So what we have to do, Ivan, in order to make it into plural? Add
ES to
yes, very good. Add ES at the end of the word to make it into plural form. So I hope you have completed with that exercise. Have you all completed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now let's move on to the next page, all of you. So we have 2 more sentences in that exercise.
Yes.
Aiden, come on, Aiden, do it. Do it. The cat jumped. The cat jumped upon the table. Come on, read it quickly. The cat jumped upon the table and broke all. Aiden is not there. Just now I saw him. The cat jumped over the. Okay. Sriya, come on, do it, Sriya. Sriya is not there. Amazia, come on. Do it fast. Yes. Amazia, are you there?
Glass.
Amazia, unmute it. Amazia is not there. Yes, Amazia, read the question. The cat jumped upon the table and broke all. And broke all
Glasses.
glasses. Glasses. Okay. Add es at the end of the word. Yes. Adidev M. Nair, come on, do the next one. I saw many dash in the shop. So what do you write there? I saw
So many
watch. What is the plural form for watch?
cats.
Watch. What's the plural form for watch? Adidev.
Watches.
What's the spelling?
Watches.
What we have to do? It ends with CH. So what we have to do? W-A-T. C-H-E-S. Add E-S at the end of the word. Okay, to make them into plural. Okay, so we have finished with that exercise. That is only to change the words into plural form. Okay, we have to follow the rules. There is one more exercise, children, for you. There are certain words which are given here. See here, not all the words have the plural form. So nouns are divided into 2. The first one is the countable and the other one is the uncountable. Only the countable form have their plural form. Is that clear? There are certain words which are called as uncountable. Those words do not have the plural form. So here, there is a list for you. All of you keep your workbook open. Nouns that can be made plural. There are certain words which can be made into plural and there are certain words which could not be made into plural. Which the words cannot be changed into plural are called as uncountable and which can be changed is called as countable. From the word itself, it's very clear. Countable means we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. However the number is, if the number is infinity even, we can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there are certain things which we cannot count it. Those words are called as uncountable. So there was an exercise for you children. That's why I did not give you as homework. So this exercises, we have to divide them into countable as well as uncountable. To make it more clearer for you is that can be made plural and that cannot be made plural. So all of you please do check table. Tables, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Milk, can we count children? No, it cannot be counted. Can we say 1 milk, 2 milk, 3 milk, 4 milk? No, we can just say it as packet of milk or a glass of milk or whatever it is. Okay, now let's move on to the word chair. Chair, we can count it. Chair has plural form. The plural form for chair, it is chairs. All of you please do write it. Bag, we can count it however the number is. However the big the number is, we can count it. So it is bag. The plural form for bag, it is bags. Please do it. I wanted all of you to do this. Water, we cannot count water. Only we can say a bottle of water, a glass of water. Okay, all of you keep your audios muted. Okay, a glass of water or a packet of water or whatever it is, bottle of water. Okay, friend, however, how many friends do you have? We can count your friends. So it is countable. So please do write the plural form of it, friends. A rice, we can't count it. We are not counting the rice. So it is a bag or a sack of rice. Okay, so we cannot count rice. So please do write it in this column, rice. Bird, bird, we can count it. Bird, birds. Okay, and one more, oil. Oil, we cannot count it. Only a packet of oil you'll get it, or a bottle of oil. Don't you buy oil from the shop? How do you buy it? You go and ask one oil to oil? No, we just ask a packet or a liter or whatever it is. Okay, we just ask for a packet or a liter of oil. So now, other words. Okay, so have you finished? Now flour. Flour, we can count it. So it is flour, flowers. I want all of you to please note this down. I'll also be sending the answer keys to you. Petrol, petrol we can't count. So please do write it in this column, petrol. Similarly, pencil. Pencils we can say I have 5 pencils or I have 8 pencils. Pencils. Pen, similarly we can count. So it is countable, pens. And monkey, yes, monkey, it is monkeys. Okay, duck, ducks, and insect, insects. Duck, ducks, insect, insect, insects. Okay, clear? Have all of you completed it? So only these 5 words, that is water, rice, milk, oil, and petrol, which cannot be counted, so cannot be made into their plural form. Why means we cannot count it by using our common sense, we can know it. These things cannot be counted by numbers. So the words, the nouns which could not be counted by numbers don't have the plural form. Okay, that's all. And which we can be counted have their plural form. That's the difference here. Okay. So I hope you have completed. Now let's move on to the last exercise of this workbook. So this is exercise you have. All of you, please do take it. So the boy is playing. So when you change from singular nouns into plural nouns, please make the other necessary changes even. So the first one is the boy is playing. How do we make the necessary changes? The boys are playing. We have already learned about the subject verb agreement. If the noun or the subject is singular or plural, accordingly, the verb also changes. Okay, so let's move on to it. Now, Renfred, can you make an attempt for the second question? Yes, come on fast.
The book was in the desk.
Yes, the book was on the desk. So,
The books was in the desk.
very good. The books were, the plural for were, for was, it is were, it is books. Change that into books. The books were in the desks. Okay, you can change that into plural form. Okay, now the cat has sharp claws. So how do we change that into? The cat has sharp claws. Okay, come on, Yadav, come on. Can you make it? Can you change that? I quickly will do it. The cat. So what's the plural form for cat? It is?
Cats.
Cats. Now what is the plural form for has? It is? Have. Okay, the cats have sharp claws. Please write it. Okay. I wanted all of you to please do copy down into your workbook. Is Ara there? Come on. Do the next one. A bird is singing on that tree. So,
The birds is singing on that tree.
okay, so how do we write this? The
The birds.
birds, very good. The birds, instead of is, what do we write there? The birds are
The birds are singing on that tree.
on the trees, we will write. Okay. So we will change that also into plural form. Tree is a noun. So we can change that also into plural. So singing on the trees. Okay. Yes. Please do write it quickly. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. My foot is wet. What's the plural form for my foot? We can write there, my feet. Okay, what's the plural form for foot? It is feet. My feet are, instead of is, we have to write there, are wet. Please do write it. Okay, the boy speaks English. So instead of boy, what do we write there? Boys. The plural form for boy, it is boys. We have already learnt about the subject verb agreement. If it is the noun, that's the subject. If it's plural, what we have to do to the verb also becomes plural. The plural means should not add yes at the end of the word. The boys speak English. Okay, so we have learnt this subject verb agreement. The girl sings sweetly. So if we change the girl into girls, what we will do? Sings. So it will change into sing. The girls sing sweetly. Okay, the girls sing sweetly. This mango is ripe. Instead of this mango, please do write there the mangoes are ripe. Okay. The cock is crowing. So please do write there. The cocks are crowing. So the sentence, it completely changes, children. Please make note of it. Please do write it properly. Cow. So we do write there cows. Instead of has, we have to, the plural form for has, it is have. Okay, it is have. Have homes, not homes, it is horns. Please do change that into horns. Cows have horns. Okay, so we have completed with it. I'll give you 1 minute time. We have already running out of time. It's already 33. I wanted to complete this exercise. I'll be sending you the answer keys, children. Don't get worried, but see that you write it properly. Okay. If you're finished, we'll wind up today's session. So we have revised with all the rules and all the exercises for this academic year is over. We have completed with all the exercises in the workbook and we have completed all the chapters too. So the next bit is on Monday, let us prepare for a class test. Okay, on the same chapter, that is singular and plural. I wanted all of you to go through the rules very well and complete it. I'll be sending you the answer keys too. Okay. So even if you have not completed, children, I'll be sending you the answer keys. So let's wind up today's session.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So bye, children, all of you. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, children.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Yes, bye,
Bye.
children.